Hello to all my day drinkers out there, I'm MartiniPictures, and welcome back to Skyrim. We're finally about to attempt ALDUIN'S wall, or some shit. I don't know. I just have to progress, right?
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You had the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
We just need to know what the actual way up is.
Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the dragonborn, I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
A lot of cobwebs. Okay, so the dragonborn symbol is what's going to guide us to safety.
Why are you stopping?
We should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
We'll cross once it's safe.
Looks safe now. Let's move.
We're close to the entrance.
Remarkably well preserved, too.
Can't do anything with that.
Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn.
Activate blood seal.
This whole place appears to be a shrine to Raymond. He ended with
Shit.
After you, Director. You should have the honor of being the first to celebrate this.
There's no telling what we might find inside.
Activate your blood seal. Puss! Ah, so this is the wall of Alduin. Are you coming or not?
Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead.
Come on. It's right over here. It's not that far away now. It's right over.
Here it is. ALDUIN'S wall, so well preserved. I've never seen a finer example of early Second-era Akaviri sculpture and relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on artists.
Yes. Let's see what we have. Look, here is ALDUIN. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when ALDUIN and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. ALDUIN's defeat is the centerpiece of it all. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even ALDUIN himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all the news of ALDUIN and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
No, I haven't heard anything like that, but the Greybeards might know.
You're probably
Greybeards.
right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. and they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
The Greybeards may have a point. Power is dangerous.
Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain.
I better go see what Auding Gideon, or whatever fuck his name is, knows about this shout.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Alright, now that he's done, I can get out of here. However, I have the sneaking suspicion that I might not be able to escape ever again. Nope, let me out, let me out. Hey, it's your favorite neighborly drink with an olive on it. So, I kind of reloaded a save and went back and kind of cleared out this entire village. I created a mass genocide. And along the way, I had to restart the mission, do it about 3 times, about 20 to 30 minutes each. Every time ended up with 2 dragons just following me. After that, I kind of just reloaded the game, spent about an hour and a half on its own, so an hour spent entirely before I made the decision to actually follow, that's not Delphine, and wherever he is. Because right now I just have, I was just using Lydia to do the entire thing, but after I had Delphine and Philip, I was able to beat Groshtarskin or whatever his name is. He's like a frost dragon sort of looking thing. And then I was able to defeat the blood dragon that was just over there. And then this village, I'm very glad that I didn't continue to try and reload. Because apparently there is one specific pillager over there that has this power that can spawn icicle shards that can literally just kill me in like 2 shots. Actually, one thing got rid of 85% of my health, so 1 shot basically kills me. So, yeah, now I have nothing to worry about. But, yeah, I'm sorry that I had to kill 2 dragons without you guys. Sorry about that. I mean, it's like killing a skeever. No one really gives a shit after a certain point. Hello! It's like a Scooby-Doo chase scene.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn.
I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
The Blades are helping me. I'm not their puppet.
No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have.
So, can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice.
I thought you knew all the words of power.
But not Dragon Rend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you.
What's so bad about Dragon Rend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of ALDUIN'S dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
If this shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Who is Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Why haven't I met him before?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
How do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Damn it, I knew it.
Look. I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
Thank you.
Clear skies will throw away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
I did it! I have found the throat of the world. Dragon!
Dremyolok, greetings, Wunderneek. I am Paarthurnax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
I wasn't expecting you to be a dragon.
I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragon Rend shout. Can you teach me?
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Got it.
I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits.
So, do I get to spit fire now? Or what?
A gift, Dovahkiin. Yoda understands fire as the Dove.
I thank you.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as Orc, but as Dova.
No problem. Let me just set it up real quick. Yeah, fire's breath and wha!
Settle Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you.
Thank you.
It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
Wait, where are you going? Oh, just over here.
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw mortal, even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Can you teach me the Dragon Rend shout?
Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Yeah, a little bit. How did you know I came for Dragon Rend?
Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
How can I learn it then?
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I like this world. I don't want it to end.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokin? Would you stop the next world from being born?
The next world will have to take care of itself.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
I never thought about it.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Using the Dragon Rend shout, right?
Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him.
Yeah, you're right.
The Nords of those days used the Dragon Rend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
An Elder Scroll. What's that?
How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwalan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele, Elder Scrolls as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Sulier.
Are you saying the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
So how does any of this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kel, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Cool. Do you know where I can find an Elder Scroll?
Crosis, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
Esbjörn or Reingar might have some idea.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
I have a choice of either going to Esbjörn, probably over there, or him right in here, I think. Let me check my map.
So, you spoke to Paarthurnax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the Dragonrend shout? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold. They may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Hold on now. I'm just a simple sailor. Never wanted to get mixed up in any of this. All right, I'll take you. but we leave immediately. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
Hello again. Sorry about that. I went to check up on my mic to see if it was still working properly. Turns out my entire computer froze. I was able to still continue to play the game because it's on the PS4, but my computer just up and quit on me. Let's see, where am I? Oh god, I did not know this was even a place that I could go to.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions.
I'm looking for Mirak. Do you know him?
Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions?
You know who Mirak is?
I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it.
Can you tell me anything about him?
I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think. I'm not sure what.
I have found the Earthstone.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here?
I'm looking for someone named Mirak.
Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years.
The hell? What does that mean?
I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there.
Activate Earthstone?
He grows ever near to us.
Your eyes.
That seems inadvisable.
What the hell?
Ah, so you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will. Fascinating. I would not advise touching the stone again. The effects of repeated contact could be... Unless, of course, you'd like to contribute to my investigation, which could be very enlightening to observe.
Our hands once were idle.
That influence is affecting
That
others.
world will cease to be.
What the fuck? I have to go all the way up there? God damn it. Yeah, I'll be saving it here. You guys can see more of this in the future. Sorry about all the issues that I've been having lately. Bye!